Hi, this is Indranil and welcome back to our segment Quick Bite in our channel The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. Initial public offering, that is IPO, is the new norms for the startups and for the established companies to prove their credibility. In recent past, there was a boom in the IPOs in India's stock exchange, and that make the regulator SEBI to think in different directions to make the process stringent and transparent for the retail investors. Valuation, and sometimes exaggerated valuation, is giving an unrealistic listing in the market which damages the real players as well as the retail investors' sentiment. In today's Quick Bite, companies are rushing to file for IPOs despite weak market sentiment. Although the dry spell in the initial public offering, that is IPO market, is yet to end, preparations for equity fundraising remain in full swing. Over the past 3 days alone, 14 companies filed their draft prospectus with the Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. The rush comes as companies aim to meet the deadline for submitting documents along with their audited financial statements for the quarter ended in September 30th, 2024. This surge in draft filing signals a strong pipeline of upcoming IPOs even amid prevailing market uncertainties. So far, 52 companies have secured SEBI's approval for their public issues, while a total of 65 firms have submitted draft IPO papers to the market regulator. India's IPO market has been at a standstill since February 2025, and that is due to a slump in stock prices, weak investor sentiment, and the poor performance of IPOs listed in last 1 year. As a result, many companies have put their share sale plans on hold. So far, in 2025, only 9 companies have launched IPOs, raising 15,723 crore, which is a stark contrast to the 1.6 lakh crore raised by 57 companies in 2024. The rush in DRHP, that is Draft Red Herring Prospectus filings on March 31st, stems from the deadline as audited financials for the period ending September 30th remain valid until then, when many companies are also gearing up for IPOs, betting on a rebound in secondary market sentiment soon. The 14 companies that filed on March 31st include Advanced Agro Life, Anand Rathi Share and Stock Brokers, RD Engineering, ESDS Software Solutions, Gujarat Kidney and Super Specialty, Jain Resource Recycling, Om Freight Forwarders, Pace Digitech, Park MediWorld, Prozil Green Energy, Runwal Enterprises, SIS Cash Services, Swastika Infra and T-Post. On September 30th, 2024, during a peak in the secondary market, 15 companies registered their IPO documents, contributing to a record 41 filings in a single month, when Indian corporates remain optimistic about growth and are exploring expansion opportunities and strategic acquisitions. The IPO market's dry spell is expected to end soon, driven by a stabilizing secondary market, when a strong business outlook and steady domestic liquidity are driving many companies to accelerate their IPO plans. With the correction in the secondary market, issuers are also aligning with more realistic valuation for their businesses. Among the larger companies that filed draft red herring prospectus on Monday is Jain Resource Recycling, which is a non-ferrous metal recycling business planning a 2,000 crore IPO. Mumbai-based real estate developer Runwal Enterprises has submitted its draft red herring prospectus for 1,000 crore IPO, while stockbroking firm Anand Rathi Share and Stock has filed for a 745 crore offering. Additionally, Bengaluru-based Pace Digitech has filed its draft red herring prospectus with the capital markets regulator to raise 900 crore through a public issue. The second half of financial year 2026 could witness a wave of IPOs, with market participants anticipating record fundraising through public issues. Companies like Tata Capital, HDB Financials, ICICI Prudential AMC, Lenskart, Manipal Hospital, and PhonePe are among those planning $1 billion plus IPOs in the coming months. So this was the quick bite from our channel, The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. So thank you very much for watching Quick Bite and signing it off.